Senator Ardagh.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Thanks very much, Chair. I'd like to raise the issue this morning of support for victims of crime and support for families of victims of crime. Recently, I had a man presented to my office who was the father of a man who was murdered in Spain in a case of mistaken identity. This man presented and he was in huge shock. He hadn't had any interaction with the Irish state and the Irish authorities in relation to any investigations that were going on into the murder of his son. And he didn't know where to turn. I would like to ask the leader, to ask the Minister, whether or not there's anything that her office plans to do in terms of setting up a proper office who can liaise with victims of crime and families of victims of crime. I know that a lot of charitable organisations have stepped into this breach, where they have done on a lot of occasions, in an effort to support families and families of victims of crime and victims of crime. I'd also like to mention today the upcoming and unprecedented planned Garda stoppages that are going to take place in dates in November. I have to say that I have massive sympathy for Garda Síochána. They're on the front line. Their job is a very difficult one. Every day they're at risk of not going home that night. And I think that the Minister needs to be more engaging with the GRA and consider getting a little bit more hands-on to meet them, to try and avoid this desperate impasse. I think it will have a massive effect on the country if it happens. So I'd like that to be on the record. Thank you very much.